This prompts a question for me because you all are wonderful. You guys clearly attract top tier talent. How has your interview process and prospecting changed over time? Because you clearly get first class people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Who's answering that question?
you know, it's definitely evolved, and I usually take a firsthand action. No, that's not it. I'm involved in most of the hiring, except Donnie's guys. But in the beginning, I was that person. I think we got lucky.
100 times? You got lucky 100 times?
No, in the beginning, because, I just had, I didn't have a lot of background in hiring, although what I did before this was recruiting for, I was a district coordinator for AFLAC. So I did recruit and train new agents.
Okay.
But that was different. That was 100% commission. That was just a grind. There's anybody who was alive was a good candidate. So maybe that's an overstatement, but anyways, so I really kind of got lucky in the beginning. But all the guys, Travis and Matt and Bill and Robert and Brandon, who came on board in the first couple of years, they're still here. Pretty much everybody's still here. And I think because this industry just lends itself to a steady, reliable person. They're just good, solid people. Now we use Bergflow's Pivot Ready Teams and Acmax system, and it's very involved. So we really get to know people through a series of interviews and a team approach. And so we broke it down. Each of our divisions, has a growth, operations, and services, and we know exactly who, before we hire, we put a position profile together. We know what we're looking for. We know how we want them to communicate. We know how we want them to show up. And I mainly stay involved just because this is our family business. And I always tell them, this is our family business, and we want to see if your values align with our values. And once you join the family, you can't leave. So I want to make sure that you're family worthy. But
well, it's gotten more sophisticated, Kevin, in terms of how we go about it, but the spirit of it has remained the same a lot. Because you used to meet with Blake and Angela at their dining room table and talk with you, because they wanted to get to know your spirit, like she's saying. And then you'd have to ride out with Blake, because we would hire for spirit. We're building relationships with clients and real estate agents. So he wanted a gentle kind of spirit, not a, and you can teach somebody how to inspect, but it's hard to find that right spirit. So and so we still look for that first: behavior attributes, principles, and spirit before we worry about the tactics of the actual job role. But we just have to get more sophisticated.
We can teach
and Acumax is so we hire slow, fire fast, like a lot of people, but it's still that spirit that we're looking for.
I have to say too, Angela, you're so humble, and you're like, I think we just got lucky in the beginning. I don't think that that's it at all. I think that because I was interviewed by the both of you, I think that, in the beginning, and you still do, and we all do at this point, do such an excellent job with really presenting that vision. And you're so excited and you're so passionate about it, what that looks like. And because of that, you have the ability to attract top talent, and say, hey, maybe we're not here yet, but this is where we're going. And so I think that's a lot of it.
And that attracting top talent makes my job a lot easier. When we first started growing and decided to make this push to really get, to be the biggest and the best, I had a hard time finding inspectors because, you got to convince a guy, why does he want to come to work for you?
And this week alone, I probably had 4 or 5 resumes sent to me that people that just have heard of us and what we're doing, and they just want to come to work for us. They just want to be part of the team.